Hubhopper Originals.
To start your podcast for free, log on to studio.hubhopper.com.
Hello and welcome to the Success with Savitha podcast, where we share hot tips on how to do life and business without losing your mind. I'm your host, Savitha Nanjappa, entrepreneur, high-achieving 9-to-5er turned transformational success coach, helping you create a wildly successful business. Come hang out with me and other fabulous humans like you every week for stories and chats packed with a healthy dose of tips, resources, how-tos, and real talk. Side effects may include a happier and more confident you with each passing day. Hi, and welcome to the Success with Savitha podcast. And we are on our 25th episode today with me solo. I'm Savitha, and I am the creator of this podcast. And so far, since we launched on the 1st of March, we have been really blessed to bring some amazing guests who've shared their knowledge, their journeys, their success stories. And in turn, I want to start by thanking you, my listeners, for being here. We are 53K plus listeners on this podcast and growing. And thank you for showing up every week, listening to our episodes and finding value in them, leaving reviews, sending me feedback. I appreciate you so very much. And I hope you'll continue to find value on this podcast. And I'm going to work extra harder to make sure that we give you that value when you come and spend those precious minutes with us listening on the show. And with that, I welcome you to today's 25th episode. I'm going to be talking about how to find a mentor who will help you grow in your life and in your business, in your career, and lift you higher than even you could imagine that you could go to. So let me start by sharing a very famous quote by Oprah Winfrey. She said, "Surround yourself only with people who will lift you higher." And when it comes to building a strong, successful business, brand, career, a life, I believe you need to have a mentor in order to push yourself to achieving all those big, hairy, audacious goals that you set for yourself. And you should set big, hairy, audacious goals. So why do you need a mentor? Let's start with that. I have been very fortunate to have wonderful mentors in my life. I've gone out of my way to find these mentors. So some have happened very organically, but most I have gone out there and sought mentoring for myself. And the mentors have been both paid and unpaid in my life. And this has definitely been a part of the way that I have found success. In general, mentors are extremely important no matter your industry or niche. Finding a great mentor can really help you leverage your experience to build your business and your personal brand. Good mentors inspire you, stretch you, and open up your mind. They give you a safe place to experiment and ask questions and save you time by helping you find the pathway you need quickly. They give you confidence. In fact, 87% of mentees by a study found that they feel empowered by their mentoring relationship, and good mentors save us mistakes and open us up to their networks. It's not just about mentoring the person in front of you, but also giving them access to your network and your connections. Without them, the mentors, you can still make a success of your life and business and career. But it will take a big effort to make things happen and may take a long time to get any traction. So how do we find the right mentor for us? So how do you find a good mentor or the right mentor for you and your specific challenge? I want to start by sharing with you some tips on finding the right mentor. Number 1, know your goals. Be clear about what you're trying to achieve for the next 12 months. 90 days is too short for a strong mentor relationship, and 5 years is too long. Just focus on what you want by the end of the year. For example, if your goal is to improve your network, build connections, then find a mentor who not only does that well, but can articulate and show you how they do it. 2, look for the person who has done that already. Whatever your goal is, look for someone when you're looking for a mentor that has already been there, done that. Ask your friends, colleagues, Facebook mates, or LinkedIn connections, or even Google it or tweet it. Industry bodies can also be a good place to start. You're not just looking for any mentor. You're looking for the one that will help you achieve that goal, whatever that is, that you're hoping to nail. 3, Ask if they mentor people. Sometimes you may want someone to be your mentor, but they may not be into mentoring at all, or they may not even have the time or bandwidth to do that. So begin by asking. Once you've narrowed down on who this mentor is, who you want mentoring you, reach out to them and ask them if they want to mentor you. Once you found the right person, you may have to pay them for their time. This is an investment in your future, and this is an investment in your future, and the reason that person has been able to do it means they're successful and likely very busy. A coffee or buying lunch for them is not always going to cut it. Alternatively, you can offer to do something for them, like helping them on a project. Again, you don't go reach out to them and say, hey, can I pay you to be a mentor to me? You need to find out, do your research, reach out and ask if they're open to mentoring, and if they are, what are they looking at? Is it a paid engagement, or would it be something that they do pro bono, and what can you do to pay it forward or pay it back? 4, be respectful of the value they bring. It has taken them years to work out what you're wanting to learn in an hour. Okay, so be respectful of what they are sharing. Listen to them, pay attention, listen in, and then go with questions that you have planned and thought through. 5, rapport is key. Make sure you like and trust them. Sometimes you may start the mentoring relationship and you may find that maybe the energies don't match or something else isn't working out. So make sure you like and trust them before you begin this engagement. They don't have to be your best friend, but it's going to be an open conversation at times. Make sure you're comfortable to work with them. And if you find someone with a similar style and approach as your own, you'll be able to learn by watching them navigate their own career as well. Different mentors for different reasons. It's important to remember that having more than one mentor is very important for your success. You can have coaches. You can have a mentor, maybe if you are in the workplace for your career, you can have a mentor who's inside your organization. You can have a mentor who's in your industry. You can have someone outside. So for different areas and goals in your life, you can have different mentors. Each mentor will have their own area of expertise and different skill sets. You may need one to help you launch your podcast, another to help you write your book, and you will still need another that understands your industry specifically. Be prepared, therefore, to have different mentors for different areas. Key questions. Before you get started on your mentor-mentee journey, ask yourself the following questions. This is for you. What goal would you like to achieve in the next 12 months? How committed are you to achieving that goal? Who do you know who has already achieved that goal? Think of people you know personally and don't know personally. Do they take on mentees, paid or unpaid? If you need to pay, identify what the value would be to you. If you had the opportunity to meet with them, what would be the number one thing you want to learn from them? How would you know you've been successful in achieving that goal? What are going to be the measures, or how are you going to measure results of the engagement? How long do they think it might take to learn? How long do you think it might take you to learn? Often you could be wrong. While mentors seem like they have it all, what can you help your mentor to achieve? How often will you be meeting with them? This is important because you want to know how often you need to show up for your mentor-mentee conversation. And this, in a nutshell, is how I recommend going about finding a mentor for yourself, for your career, business, or any other goals that you are chasing. I hope you have good luck in finding the right mentors, because the right mentor can help you be unstoppable. Yeah, that's my mantra for this year, be unstoppable. And I wish that for you as well. Thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard so far, leave me a review on the iTunes store if you're an Apple user. And if you like what you've been hearing so far, please come back. Every week we release episodes on Mondays, which are interviews with some A players, and on Thursdays, where I come in and I do these bite-sized solo pieces on specific topics. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at our Success with Savitha handle and DM me what you would like to hear from me on next. What are some topics that you want me to share about, you want me to speak to you about? And I'd love to show up here and share with you what I know and what I recommend and what I practice. Thank you once again. We look forward to the next 25 episodes coming up, and we hope to hit 100 episodes, 100K subscribers on this platform soon. Have a great week ahead. Bye. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you like this episode and you want more, you can go to the show notes on my website, which is successwithsavitha.com/podcast. If you like what you've heard so far, I would be grateful to you if you could leave me a 5-star review, subscribe to this podcast, and share with a friend who may find this useful. You can also follow me on my Instagram at @SuccessWithSavitha and DM me any questions you may have, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Until the next episode, believe in yourself and all the best to your success.
इस हब हॉपर ओरिजिनल को सुनने के लिए आपका शुक्रिया। अगर आप भी अपना पॉडकास्ट लॉन्च करना चाहते हैं, तो हब हॉपर स्टूडियो वेबसाइट पे रजिस्टर करें और 1 मिनट के अंदर अंदर अपना खुद का पॉडकास्ट लॉन्च करें। यही नहीं, स्टूडियो देता है आपको पूरी आजादी कहीं भी कभी भी अपना पॉडकास्ट लॉन्च करने की, सिर्फ 3 आसान स्टेप्स में। तो साथ में अपना पॉडकास्ट शुरू करने के लिए तैयार? जस्ट हॉप ऑन हब हॉपर, सिंपली कंटेंट।